Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and today is a little bit of a different video. It's an update video, but as you can probably tell, I'm doing this in person. Now, this YouTube channel focuses on games. The Twitch focuses on games, but in particular, it focuses on games and the games alone. Yes, my review style has a personality to it. A lot of you are here because of the fact that I'm analytical. The fact is that I do a little bit of a different scoring system. But there's a reason why I don't put my face on camera that often. And that's because the focus is on the games. I don't want the games to become secondary to my personality, to anything else like that. Sure, the streams I'll be a little bit more playful, but in the end, I'm focusing on the game. Today is going to be a little different, at least for the first part of this video. I will get to updates on the channel and what you can expect in the future of this channel, but this first topic is something I wanted to get on camera on. Many of you know, at least the ones who are in my Discord, you should join in the description below, that my father over the last 2 months has been having a rough patch. He unfortunately was diagnosed with bladder and prostate cancer, which isn't uncommon. When you get one, you may get the other, but you have to understand the circumstances behind this. The fact is that I moved to Florida right of December of last year, and it's been the first time since I've been away from my family for an extended period of time. Yeah, I went to college, but I would come back every couple of months. COVID-19 hasn't exactly made that easy. The fact is that I haven't visited since I got down here, and yeah, that's weighed on me a little bit. But my dad just had surgery last Friday. He had his bladder and prostate removed. He actually had a neobladder installed, which I don't want to get into the specifics of it. It is a rigorous process. You take part of your colon, you make a new bladder basically. But unfortunately, one of the things I've hated about this, my dad going through all this, it sucks. And he is the shining light in my life in terms of the role model that I aspire to be. Yeah, there's certain things that he could do better, but in the end, he's an honest working individual who always puts people first, and I always appreciated that. And it sucks that I couldn't be there to help him out. There was some problems with the house, there was some problems with the roof, there was little things I wish I could have helped on. But I've been in Florida. I've been stuck down here. And even though I have a great support system, people have been helping me out in terms of, moral support. Andrea, my girlfriend, has been absolutely critical for me to not go insane. There's something I've wanted to do, something that makes me feel like I can at least do something to honor him or to help him out. And after a while, I thought about it, and the thing that I wanted to do is support him through maybe other means. And by other means, I mean a donation in his name. What I'm going to do on December 12th, 2020, over on Twitch, not on YouTube. I know I can't do it on YouTube. The death comes true, people. Copyrighted a stream in terms of hit me with a strike. There's some legal stuff there, unfortunately. I can't stream on YouTube. So I'm doing it over on Twitch. On December 12th, 2020, I will be hosting the Roguelite Rumble. What that is that it will be me playing games for 18 hours straight. 18 hours because of my medication. I can't necessarily go that far in terms of 24 hours, something like that. What I'll be doing is playing through a roguelike game. I'll start with, something like Hades. I will go until I do a successful run in that game. So, if I die early, okay, restart. Die, restart. If I get to the end and don't die, I know there are a lot of games in roguelike games that have situations where you don't get the good ending. But as long as I do a run that I don't die in, that game is complete. And I move on to the next one. I will do that for 18 hours straight. At the end of that rumble, I will count out the number of times that I was able to successfully beat a game. And I will donate $20 to a prostate cancer charity for every game I beat. Now, you may be saying to yourself, why $20? Really, it comes down to the fact that I really want to make a donation of some sort, and the fact is that seemed like the right amount. I don't necessarily want to do this right before Christmas, but, it's the timing. So, for every game I beat, I will donate $20. If it's 5, I'll probably do a little bit more than that, but if it's, 15, 20, 10, probably around 10 to 15, then I'll make that donation. I will stream this entire process, and I will ask people that, if you want to, donate to a prostate cancer charity. I haven't selected which one yet because I've been going through my research, and there's a reason why I'm doing this on December 12th. I need time. And what I mean by time is I need time to understand how to do overlays, how to, move from game to game, in a transition. There's ads, things like that streamers maybe do that I don't exactly know how to do right now. The reason I'm doing this, again, is to honor my father. It will be a donation in my father's name, and it's as simple as that. I want something to show him that, yeah, I wasn't able to be there. You understand that, but I still want to support you, and it's something I think he will appreciate. So I'm asking people that, come by the stream. It'll start at 8 a.m. on December 12th, and it'll go until 18 hours are up. If you can donate, go ahead and donate. Show your donation in the chat, something like that. I'll be a little bit more specific in the Discord in terms of, which donations and what, things that I'm doing. But I want this to be a situation where I feel like I've done something. This has been frustrating. This has been frustrating where it's just like you can't do anything from here. And games are such an important part of my life, and he's an important part of my life. I want them to intersect in some way. So I'm doing this. Now you're probably asking, Dragnix, what games are you going to play in your roguelite rumble? Well, that may be up to you. In this video, I'm asking people for submissions of games they would like to see me play. Sure, I've got some games that I know I'll probably play. Hades, Griftlands, Slay the Spire, stuff like that, bullets per minute. Anything with a roguelite theme to it. But if there's a specific game that you want, come and say what you want me to play. Enter the Gungeon? Okay, sure. Now, will I necessarily take all these submissions? It depends. I mean, I could play Dead Cells. I could play all these other types of games. But if it's a roguelike that seems very, 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 very hard that I have never touched before, I may skip over it only because, again, the whole thing is about donating money for each game you beat, and I don't want to spend like 10 hours on one game. So I may, choose the games in terms of the order. I will publish the order before hitting the stream, but I think that you should know that. I hope you come by. And if you don't, that's fine. I only ask for the people who watch this channel, who are interested in this content, to just, consider it. Think about it. Or just share it maybe. And, maybe if you can't come by, that's fine. If you can't do anything, that's fine. But to me, this is something that I at least can do to show him that I really care. And he knows I care, but, something that is tangible. It's been a rough couple of months. Let's just put it that way. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So you're probably wondering, Dragnix, what's the future of this YouTube channel? I mean, you did do a couple more reviews in the last weeks that than you've been doing before then. And yes, I am still focused on trying to do review content for this channel. My goal was to do a review every 2 weeks when I started doing more 5-minute reviews. And that was working for a little bit. But this is December. December is the time, and one of the big things that has always been about my channel is the underrated games list. The fact of the matter is that this channel is always about showing off the games that you've never heard of. Yeah, I've done reviews on Persona 5, Danganronpa, games like that. And I understand that If I did all AAA games, I'd have a lot more viewers. You're not here because of that. You're here because you heard of my channel through an obscure game, a game that's not AAA, or a game that's not necessarily, the most known at this point. Something like Valhalla, something like Enigma, something like, The Witch and the Hundred Knight, which is the most viewed channel on this channel. Most viewed channel on this channel, most viewed video on this channel. So it pained me last year that I had to skip my 2019 underrated games list. I was moving at the time. I was coming down to Florida to start my life down here. I just didn't have time. This year, I'm hopefully making up for it. I will be doing a 2019 underrated games list and a 2020 underrated games list. I'm hoping to get them both done by the winter sale. That is a lot. I have my list together. I still have some to play, but I have them together. I've also wanted to get a one review specifically done, Virgo versus the Zodiac. Now I'm wondering if I can do that. But regardless, that is what I'm planning for for 2020 December. Those two lists, that Virgo review, if I can get it done, and hopefully get it done before the winter sale. That gives me about a month from this video, which I think is reasonable. I think I can pull that off, especially because I've gotten the big part done, which is get the list of games that you think may be on the list. From there, it should be easier to narrow it down. So that's the hope for this point. But once we get into January, once we get into 2021, we'll probably be going back to more 5-minute reviews. I know some people don't like the 5-minute reviews. I get it. I understand. I have a whole new, job that I've been working at. I've had, a bunch of stuff. I wanted to get content out more at a more consistent basis. That's what I can do. Of course, there are going to be games that I'm going to want a full review. Again, Virgo versus the Zodiac is one that I've been screaming about. But it's something I've been wanting to get more consistent, and I think I can do that with the 5-minute reviews, especially because it does help the channel to have a little bit more consistency. There were times where, I would go a month without doing a review video, unfortunately, because I am doing the streams. I am trying to give people, those, opinions about games that you haven't seen, and doing Steam reviews. The curator's in the description below. I know, self-promotion. But I've got to do those things. It has to happen. So there's that. Other than that, you're also probably wondering about the review format. I did a video a while ago about the review format in terms of the magical review format, the review tome. That's on delay. I'm just going to put it plain and simple. It's overly complicated. I like the idea, but I just don't think it's going to come together because it needs a lot of knowledge beforehand. And while I love the idea, it needs more time, and I need more time to put that together. Maybe if I were to do this more often, it would come together, but I just don't have the time, guys. I apologize. I'd rather get out more content from a review portion than focus on that new review format. Other than that, my purpose for this video obviously is to promote the December 12th live stream for the donation stuff, but is to get your feedback. The fact is that this channel's surprisingly been consistent despite the fact that, the content hasn't been there. People have stayed around. They see the reviews. They come, once in a while, but some people don't necessarily watch all the reviews. That's fine. That's cool. I want to get more content out, but I want also people to understand or ask what they want more of. Do they want more cut up streams on this YouTube channel? I mean, I do have a Twitch. You can go and see it there, but some people may want to just see some cut up streams. I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Maybe you just want the end portion where I give my final thoughts and put it on this channel. I mean, I do that for pretty much every stream, unless if it's a game that I've already played. But maybe you would like that. it's up to you guys. I'm looking for feedback on this channel because, again, this is now a secondary. It's a hobby. It's a hobby that I still love. And it's something that I love to do, especially those, those underrated games. Those games like Virgo, those games like Jet Lancer, those games that maybe some people haven't heard of, but they come to this channel, they see that content, they go and buy the game, they realize that they're having a great time, and then they go and look at some other videos. Or specifically go and buy some games that they may not have bought without this channel. That's the best feeling in the world to me. Yeah, I could be, if I, played the algorithms or, played to people, I could probably have made it in YouTube if I wanted to, but that's not me. That's never been me. It's all about those smaller games. And frankly, even now where, I had to not do this as a career, I don't really care. The fact that people were buying Valhalla because of my review, because I thought that was a great game, and then they ended up falling in love with it, that's great. That's what I want to do. Even people who have bought Danganronpa and maybe didn't like the writing and didn't like it, I'm glad that they did. I'm glad they experienced it. Yes, I'm disappointed that I didn't match the game to them, but even then I feel like I've done something to help, a person understand what kind of games are for them, or try something that maybe they haven't tried before. My mind is all over the place right now, as you can tell, and I'm going to post this video pretty much unedited because, well, I'm showing you me. I'm showing you Dragnix, Sean Joy, this guy right here, and it's a rare glimpse of the person behind the camera. You hear my voice all the time. You hear my writing style. You hear the fact that I call, ethereal urethral in one point in this channel's history. But for once, I'm going to take a step back and show you me and use me to sell something in terms of that live stream, because it's important to me. And I think that people will understand the, hey, he's playing 18 hours of what are usually considered tough games to try to honor his father. It may be a little bit unconventional, but it's something that captures my love for him and captures my love for games and puts it all together. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Again, I will take any feedback in the comment section below. And come watch me on Twitch during the week. You'll see a review. I think I'm going to try to get the Ring of Pain roguelite sort of run thing that I promised with the last review. I'm going to try to do that next week. I do have a little bit of time at this point, but in the future, look out for that 2019 list. Look out for that 2020 underrated games list. And until then, I'll see you later. This is Dragnix signing out. And as always, keep on gaming.